Dr. Cinema here. So, December is almost upon us, and before we transition into all of the Christmas themed and holiday themed content that I'll no doubt go through that month, I just want to talk a little bit about Harry Potter, the Wizarding World, and why it would suck to live there. So, now with the creation of the Pottermore website, where we actually do have access to some information about other wizarding countries like America and Asia and Africa. However, all the information I'm going to talk about today relates to more of Britain and like the Harry Potter perspective, as you will, on the wizarding world. So bear with me. Alright, so let's start with the Ministry of Magic. Now, the Ministry of Magic seems to do a fairly well job hiding from the mortal world and such. And on the surface, seems like a functioning ministry. However, on the night of the death of Lily and James Potter, Harry's parents, they came to the conclusion that Peter Pettigrew was killed so hard, direct quote, so hard that all that was left was a finger. And they came to the conclusion that Sirius Black, the godfather of Harry, killed him. Killed him. What the hell? Okay, first of all, really killed so hard that only a finger was left? First of all, why would only a finger be left? Now, second of all, the most powerful slash dangerous spell that I personally know of is the Killing Curse, and even then, an entire body is still left behind in the aftermath of the Killing Curse. So that really doesn't seem to make sense. Now, of course, I do know there are other spells that can make people bleed a whole bunch and all sorts of stuff, but really? Near full body disintegration? And even if there is a spell like that, why would you assume the godfather of Harry Potter's child murdered them? I mean, come on, people. And now we do know, like, after the release of the movies and such, and with J.K. Rowling giving more information about the background of the world, that James Potter, Sirius Black, and Peter Pettigrew were sort of what you call illegal animagi, people that can turn themselves into animals. Did they not try to figure out that they were illegal animagi and try to track down Peter Pettigrew to see what kind of animal he turned into or anything like that? So as you can see, from a crime-solving perspective, the Ministry sucks. Really sucks. And this is what's called one of the more successful cases. Alright, so the crime is not that great. So let's take a look at the schools, mainly Hogwarts. Not only is everything in the Hogwarts school basically a death trap or a lawsuit waiting to happen, but how do I put this? A lot of the stuff there is unnecessary. Mainly the school supplies. Parchment, quills, ink bottles. This is the 90s and early 2000s. Really? Do we really need inkwells and quills and parchments? Can't we modernize a little bit? I mean, we can tell this is just basically for the aesthetic. Because you know that if they let American Muggle-born students in their school, all the parents would be like, screw this, we're going to Staples. So, really, come on, guys. Speaking of modernizing, we really don't see a lot of wizarding families, but the Weasley family has no TV. The real main Muggle electronic they use is a car. And that reminds me, in the second movie, Mr. Weasley, the father, asks Harry, what is the function of a rubber duck. I That's not even Muggle specific. I mean, are the wizards so out of touch with the Muggle world that they don't know what a rubber duck is? And we know in a couple of movies later that Arthur Weasley has no idea how to work a train station or a subway station. So I'm just like, you guys need to get modernized. I mean, this is stupid. I mean, come on. And of course, the biggest critique, well, one of the biggest critiques about the Wizarding World, especially Hogwarts, as cool as a lot of those classes are, and I do admit they're pretty cool, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Potions, they are a very cool class, don't get me wrong. Where's the math and science? I mean, seriously, where is the math and science? Do you think if a Muggle-born student would have mentioned the moon landing and such, some of the purebloods would be like that? Don't be ridiculous. People can't go to the moon. Do you think that would happen? Because I'm getting a feeling that would happen. Don't argue with me. You know I'm right. So, no science, no math to be seeing, horrible crime-solving skills. Don't even know what rubber ducks are or have TVs or how to work a subway station. You can see why living in the wizarding world would suck a lot. It would suck a lot. Hell, I would prefer to live in the magical world that is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Don't get me wrong, the witch world in that universe, there are still a lot of questions about it. But at the very least, witches that are born and raised on Earth are still required to go to mortal school in addition to their magic studies. So at the very least, they have that. In fact, Sabrina's two aunts, they have their own jobs. Like one of them is like a professional violin player, the other one's a physicist, and they don't use magic to help them in those fields at all. It's their own hard mortal work. So yeah, forgive me for saying so, but in terms of which magical world I would personally prefer to live in, I'm going over with Sabrina over Harry Potter. Come on. Come on. So yeah, as you can tell, living in the wizarding world of Harry Potter would not be ideal. Now granted, a lot of the stuff I said is mainly specific to the Great Britain version. We don't really know a lot about a lot of the other countries in the world, especially America. But if Britain's any indication, it still would suck. So that's my little rant about the wizarding world of Harry Potter and why that would suck. Yeah, even you're kind of agreeing with me now, aren't you? So, probably the next time you'll see me will be December, and it'll be something Christmas or holiday related. Till then, Dr. Cinema, analyzing, diagnosing, explaining. See you next time.